going on, everybody? Welcome to the Magna Carta Sports Podcast. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Here with my guys again, man. Blessed to be here today with Rich, Dan, and Alex. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Looking good, feeling good. You know how I do.
This guy got out of a Puff Daddy commercial, yo.
Yes, sir. My man ripping the runway right now.
You gotta shoot a music video at 8.
Bad boy, baby.
Can't stop, won't stop. I better have the same energy when the Giants win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just ruined everything, bro. You just killed the movie.
Because I know the Eagles ain't making it.
No Giants talk in the first segment of the show. Please.
For real. Straight disrespect.
Wow.
But everybody having a good week out there. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you all as well. Make sure you continue to like, subscribe, and comment on our pod here. We appreciate it. But here after a week of NFL football, a week of NBA, man, so many topics to get into. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. We had the Eagles facing off at Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys this week on a Saturday. Beautiful game all around, man. I got to say, I got to give it to both teams. The Eagles, obviously, without Jalen Hurts. Eager to hear what you all gentlemen have to say about that game on Saturday night.
So what I want to say is I feel like, overall good game. I don't really have a disappointment. Like, I know that Hurts was injured, so you can't really expect too much. But I did expect Minshew to be serviceable. I think that the Eagles kind of beat themselves, though. I think that game was winnable, really. We had 4 turnovers. Minshew had 2 interceptions and a lost fumble. We had Sanders, who had a fumble for the first time, which was very uncharacteristic for him. So we were just out of sorts, really. Dallas really had 20 points off our turnovers, and that was more on the offense, this loss, really. Even though the offense put up points, it was more on the offense because they scored off the turnover. So it was really hard for the defense to really, stop them when you're giving the ball away in within our 4-yard line. It's kind of hard to stop them when they're pretty much almost in the red zone. So it's a really hard thing to come across. I think that the defense really held up their own. They only really gave up 20 points. And then it was people were talking someone said to me really on Twitter that Minshew is a better passer than Hurts. And I'm just I just watched a drive with Minshew threw the ball away 3 times in a row. He's in there creating his own pressure in his head, even though he was doing good for the most part. He's the last couple of drives, he looked like he was creating his own pressure in his head, and he was just getting away from the game. He threw the ball away 3 times in a row, and I'm just what is going on? You can't tell me that Hurts is panicking like that if he's in a situation. But Minshew definitely came off a short week. There's rust. He was already at a funeral that week, so he came in really had no practice time. So Cowboys really lucky that they got away with this win, honestly. The defense definitely did give up a 3rd and 30. That was really bad. That we should have probably ended the game with. But, hey, it is what it is. We're still in first seed. Hoping to lock it down. Hurts comes back. If he comes back from the Saints game, but I think we can beat Saints without Hurts. But who knows? The MVP is going to be MVP if he comes back,
Big facts. Yeah, the Eagles are, it's coming down to the wire right now. There's a lot of teams that are creeping up. You got the San Francisco who's been doing anything, but the Eagles overall, I think they had an overall good effort come out. It shows you how explosive their offense is. They had 2 100-yard receivers with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. It's not exactly how we want to finish the season, but again, with the fact that the possible MVP was out of the game, we did a pretty good job. And unfortunately, at the end, they got that last-second touchdown thrown to CD Lamb. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Jalen Hurts can return here shortly and get back to playing the football that he's been playing for the entire season. But the season's just about over now. It's about 15 games everyone's played. We got 2 games left. And, if the Eagles win 1 game, they basically lock up that first seed. But who knows what can happen, but any given Sunday. So we'll see what happens. But I'm still going for the Eagles to get there if Jalen Hurts come back healthy.
Yeah, I also want to say our defensive coordinator sucks. John Cannon, whatever his name is. This dude always playing a soft zone, just letting people tear us up through the middle, just finding all the open coverage spots. I don't know why this dude don't be blitzing like that. We got very good D linemen. We got very good cornerbacks. Play man to man. Trust your guys to stop the offensive player. Come on now, like Bradbury's killing it. Slay's killing it. You gotta let them let them be on the island. Let them do it, man.
That's
All
fact.
these zone coverage where we getting picked apart at. We can stop these people. Come on now.
It's so funny you mentioned, being on social media a little bit over the weekend. Everybody was on holiday in the weekend, so there was just so much, fan analysts out there. So they were definitely breaking down Eagles defense a lot. I was seeing on there. But yeah, it really came down to Dak Prescott and then the Cowboys, forcing a couple turnovers as well. I thought Dak actually did have a pretty good game, even with, taking advantage of those soft coverages that the Eagles were presenting a lot of the times. And yeah, I like this for the Cowboys. Is they really needed to have that win for sure without Hurts being out there for the Eagles. So I think it bodes well for them, and I think that'll help them build confidence going forward. Definitely going to have another chance for this matchup. Potentially the third time in the playoffs. So I like that building confidence for the Cowboys. Getting that win over the Eagles.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, like, we see what standing the Eagles are right now, and I don't really think that this loss is going to affect them too much. I know Hurts is out, but this is just something that's they just have to dust off and just keep it pushing, right? And then just look forward to the next game when Hurts come back. They already secured their spot, so we just got to make sure that they just got to make sure that they keep that momentum going. You know what I'm saying? Entering the playoffs. That's it. Just a Christmas loss. Christmas weekend loss. Nothing crazy. Just keep it moving.
No, it's unfortunate because like if Hurts had played, they won this game and then won.
Right.
Alex.
Yeah, some background. That ain't me, man. Don't blame me.
Yeah, but if Hurts had played and the Eagles had won, and then from there they win this weekend at the Saints, then we could have had rest weekends, so maybe 2 games or something like that of rest.
Right.
At this point right now, like it's no longer any rest possible. Like we have to play every single game. Even if we win the next game, there's still a chance for something else to happen. So we need the Cowboys to lose another game. We need the 49ers to lose another game, but we'll see how it goes as it comes down to the wire. But again, if Jalen Hurts is in, we're all good and ready to go. But if not,
so let me ask, like, is obviously Hurts the quarterback now? Do you think that they should have had a better plan to execute? Because a player can get hurt at any moment, right? So that replacement, do you think they need to work on what the alternative route is anytime maybe Hurts get injured, or how to bounce back from that?
Yeah, I thought they had a pretty good game plan with Minshew in there. He was completing a lot of passes. It just came down to a couple late turnovers, really. It was going back and forth with the offenses all game. So I thought they had a pretty good game plan offensively anyway. And then that big 3rd and 30 really hurt them. That safety, he really had a chance to make a play on that ball, and he just completely missed it. And from there, it was pretty much over after that. So I think, again, like you guys mentioned, once Hurts comes back and they, finish wrapping up this 1 seed, which I do think they'll do, I think the Eagles, again, are going to get right back to where they've been all season and prepare for the playoffs, with a potential matchup with the 49ers or the Cowboys again.